Hey guys, wanted to give you another behind the scenes look at a football game day at Ohio Stadium. This is the press box. This is the view from the press box. So if you are a writer, a TV person, a radio person who is not down on the field shooting photos or shooting video, you're up here in the press box. This is a space. It's kind of a closed off space. You got the windows closed. You have multiple rows there, and right now it is still, I think, about 3 hours until a game kickoff time, so not a whole ton of people here today, but they just have rows of seats. They will leave you a little set of information on the band, what the band is going to be doing, some notes on the games, rosters, that kind of stuff. And there's just multiple rows of seating here, so you can have room for your laptop and all that. Little storage cubbies back there. I'm going to walk up the stairs. There's 3 levels of seating. For big games, they will all be filled. For less significant games, they are not all filled. So you got empty rows up here today. But for the Oregon game, there were people pretty much every single one of these seats all the way up. So here's a look from the 3rd row of the press box. I'll walk you over here. Kind of see the 3rd row is not ideal because you got some beams in the way. The lower seats are preferable because you don't have anything away. You've got some big picture windows there. When it gets a little nicer later in the fall, they can open the windows. Early season games, it would be 1,000,000 degrees in here if they open the windows. So I can walk you over here. You can see, I mean, there's a lot of seats here. I've not taken the time to count them, but there are probably hundreds of seats at the very least. They have TV monitors up there, so during the Ohio State game, you'll be able to see the Ohio State game on that TV, watch the TV broadcast. A lot of times the TV broadcast is 20 or 30 seconds behind the live action, so you can watch the play happen on the field and then look up and be able to watch the TV replay. So you can it's almost an instant replay as you're watching live. So I'll walk you back down here, show you where the dining area is. There's a little workroom that Ohio State media has where they print off game notes and that kind of stuff. Coming up on the dining area here, they have just seating. The first spread you're going to see here this is for the TV crew. So the crew working the TV broadcast, they have a separate meal because they have to eat earlier because they got to be ready to go. They serve the media meal about 2 hours before the game. So lots of TVs playing lots of different games. Right now you can see this is the Ohio State-Tulsa game, so there's the Cincinnati-Indiana game and the Oklahoma-Nebraska game, and then there's a TV that has 4 separate games going on it, and then there's also, that's what's on the scoreboard at Ohio Stadium right now, so that you get a view of that. They put together all sorts of media notes, so you can see Tulsa's notes and Ohio State's notes and rosters and Tulsa's record book and all sorts of stuff, just so you can have all the information you need to cover the game. Here's where the media meal is served. They have, this will come out about 2 hours before the game. They'll serve the meal. It depends on what the game is. So this is pulled chicken sandwiches today, mac and cheese. When it's a noon game, they'll serve breakfast. They'll serve breakfast for the meal instead of a lunch. A little area of drinks and that kind of stuff here. And then on the left, you've got all the TV, all the booths. So there's a visiting TV crew or visiting radio crew booth. This is where the Ohio State coaches will be. This is Athletic Director Gene Smith's box. I've been in there. It is very, very nice in there, and you are right on the 50-yard line. Not a bad spot to be. As you walk through, there's Gene Smith's box. You have multiple rows of seats there, plenty of TVs, good view of the stadium. There's the Ohio State radio booth where Paul Keels and Jim Lachey will be calling the game. Here's the visiting coaches booth. You can see in there they've got some food, some snacks. You can see the headset on the back of that chair. That's how they communicate down with the guys on the sideline. And then this is kind of the midpoint of the press box, and then down that row there's just more of the same. So there you go. I'll let you get one more look back towards the bulk of the press box, but that's pretty much what it's like up in the media area covering a game up in the press box of Ohio Stadium. So I hope you guys like that behind the scenes view of what game days are like in Ohio Stadium and all the places that fans can't necessarily go.